Again, continue tayo sa discussion natin about noise and noise analysis. And this time, proceed tayo dun sa second type of noise related to correlated noise. Again, when we say correlated, hindi mag-exist yung noise na yon hanggat walang input signal. Okay? Kaya, correlated. From the term itself na co. Okay? Same. Kaya, parehas. Okay? Magkasama. Okay? Then, again, intermodulation distortion. Last time, yung first type natin is yung harmonic distortion. Keyword is unwanted harmonic. This time, intermodulation distortion is the generation of unwanted sum and difference. Okay, ang keyword natin dito is unwanted sum and difference. Sa harmonic, unwanted harmonics frequencies. When two or more signals are amplified in a nonlinear device such as large signal amplifier. Okay? Doon sa harmonic, isang frequency lang yung involved doon. Dito is two or more yung signals. Okay? Actually, ginagawa ito para makapag-produce ng ibang frequencies. Okay? Sample problem ulit para mas mapakita natin kung ano yung harmonic intermodulation distortion. Okay? For a non-linear amplifier with two input frequencies, okay, determine first three harmonic frequencies in the output for each input frequencies for each. Then, cross product frequencies produced for values of M and N of 1 and 2. Okay? First, serve natin yung letter A, first three harmonic. Okay? First three harmonic. Okay? First, second, then third. Okay? First, second, third. Okay? Then, para sa, denote na natin na yung F1 natin ay yung 3 kHz. Then, yung second frequency ay 8 kHz. Therefore, yung harmonic each input for 3 first harmonic niya is 3 kHz. Second first is 8 kHz for second frequency. Then, yung second harmonic, multiply lang natin, gawa lang natin ng table dito. Ito ay 6 kHz. Then, ito naman ay 16 kHz. Multiply lang. Then, ito, for third harmonic, for first frequency is 9 kHz. Then, yung sa second frequency ay 24 kHz. Okay? And then, yan na yung first three harmonic for each frequency. For frequency 1 and then for frequency 2. Okay? And then for letter B, kunin daw yung cross product. Okay? Produced for values of M and N. Okay? Cross product ang hinahanap natin. Okay? Cross product. Okay? Herein ang formula natin sa cross product is M F2 plus minus N F1. Yun yung cross product. Kaya nga, sa cross product, ito ay sum and difference. Okay? Ito yung sum, then ito yung difference. Wherein yung M at N is positive integers. Okay? System na yung nagdi-decide kung ano yan. Siguro sa design, okay? And then, dapat yung F2 is greater than F1. Yan yung condition. Okay? At sa problem natin is, ang sabi, yung values of M and N daw ay 1 and 2. 1 and 2. values daw ng N1 and N2. Okay? Therefore, pinaka-the best yung way para isolve ay gawan natin ng table. Okay? M para sa M at then sa N. 1 and 2 daw, di ba? Para daw sa value ng M is 1. 1. And then, para sa value ng N is 2. Okay? Kung value ng 1, ang N naman ay 1. Okay? Kung ang value ng M ay 2, value rin ay 1. Value ng M is 2, value ng N is 1. Okay? Again, be careful, o take note, and be careful dun sa ginamit na conjunction dito. Dahil ang sabi kasi, kung value raw lang ng M at N ay 1 and 2. Therefore, possible na value ng M is 1 and 2. Okay? Value ng N is 1 and 2. Pero kung halimbawang ginawa itong OR, okay, instead na N, value daw ng M is 1 and then OR 2. Kaya nga mamili. Or pwede naman na value of M and 1 ay dinugtungan dito ng respectively. Okay? Therefore, kung respectively yan, ang value lang ng M is 1. Okay? Ang value lang ng N ay 2. Okay? What if ginawa tong instead na 2, ginawa natin yung 4. Ayan, 4. Sa halip na N, ginawa yang 2. Okay? Value of M and N of 1, 2, 4. Yan. Medyo mahaba ito. Parang ano yan. Fn and N is 1, 2, 4. F4, lalagyan ng 1. 1. N is 1. M is 1. N is 2. M is 1. M is 3. M is 1. N is 4. Then, M is 2. 1. And so on. Hanggang sa makarating siya na 4, 4. Okay? Again be careful dito. Okay, balik tayo rito. Okay? Then, yung sum and difference natin. Say natin dito na yung F2 natin is 8 kilohertz and then yung F1 natin is 3 kilohertz. Kasi kailangan ma-meet natin yung condition na yung F2 is greater than F1. Okay? Then, F2 plus minus and F1. Here in M is 1 times 8. Then, plus minus 2 times 3. Okay? Next, 1 times 8 plus minus 1 times 3. Then, 2 times 8 plus minus 1 times 3. Then, ito. 2 pala to. 2. Then, 2 times 8 plus minus 2 times 3. Then, yung sum and difference natin, ito na. 1 times 8, 8 plus 2 times 3, 6. Therefore, 14. 14 kilohertz. Then, 8 minus 6. N na yan. 8 minus 6 is 2 kilohertz. Kaya ito yung tinatawag na sum and difference. Kunin mo yung sum and then yung difference nila. Okay? Para dito naman, 8 plus 3, 11 kilohertz and 8 minus 3, 5 kilohertz. Yan naman, 16 plus 3, 19 kilohertz. Then, 16 minus 3, 13 kilohertz. 16 plus 6, 22 kilohertz. Then 16 minus 6, 10 kilohertz. Therefore, itong mga sagot natin na to, ito yung sum and difference. Ito yung na-produce na frequencies para sa input natin na 3 and then 8 kilohertz. Ngayon, unwanted siya kung hindi siya kailangan. Example, itong 19 kilohertz na to ay unwanted. Therefore, ito ay intermodulation distortion. Kasi unwanted siya, hindi siya kailangan. Okay? Kaya, yan yung intermodulation distortion. And again, recall ko lang na be careful dito sa values natin na M, N, N. Yung term na M, N, N. The values of M is halimbawa na 1, N, 1, and 4. Okay. Kung 1 and 4 yan, therefore, possible na value ng M is 1 and 4. Possible values ng N is 1 and 4. Parang ito lang. Pero kung 1 and 4 respectively, ang value lang ng M is 1 at ang value lang ng N ay 4. Pero kung 1, 2, 4, okay, ang value ng M is 1 to 4 at ang value ng N is 1 to 4. Yun yung marami. Okay. Yung OR naman, kung OR naman, okay, possible na magkaiba yan. Okay. Pero alas, hindi na masyadong ginagamit yung part na to. Ito lang. Okay. Kasi possible na yung value natin. Okay. Ayun yung intermodulation